Hey, we're back. This is PoE Settlers League 3.25. My little stupid review. The characters I ran and whatever. My thoughts about the league and everything. Personally, I think the league was actually really nice. I obviously really liked the currency exchange. You just put in what you want. Oh, I want some divine orbs for my mirror or whatever. You can trade it really simply. You don't even need to do anything. So that's cool. Kingsmarch, the town, I think it's really awesome. You can just send some people to go fishing. Oops, not fishing. They ship things, and then you get stuff out of it. You get your mappers. They go map. Literally get like little AFK idle game, whatever. I think that's cool. The little bit of the rune smithing's alright. The only complaint I guess I would say is wish there was a little more in-map thing, kind of like other leagues, but other than that, very nice. This is the first league I've only usually hit around 25, 26, as you can see by the totems, but this league we will be hitting 40-40. I have 2 more maps I'm going to do, one for each of the characters I made this league. This one was my first starter character, just a Cyclone Shockwave character. I thought I was going to go a lot further with it, but I decided not to. His gear's not very good because I didn't upgrade it too much. Kind of incubated for the next character, which is a Pure Spectre character. But I still put a good amount of currency into this guy. Really solid character, I want to say. Yeah. Mostly it's the chest piece and the weapon really carrying this build, along with some of the gems I got in here. Using the new gloves, when I hit an enemy, I have a chance to get max rage, so that gives me actually quite a lot of damage boost and everything. My boots are god awful. They're super cheap though, that's why I have them. Characters really just spin. As long as I spin, I win. That's how it is. I'll be running just a crappy T16 map. First map ever. The tile set is the first map I've ever ran beach. Kind of bittersweet to get the last challenge. But Slayer, pretty simple stuff. Increased AoE for our pretty big Cyclone. And then we swap from Blood Stance to Sand. We get a little bigger. Nothing crazy. Brutal Fervor, literally definition of Slayer. I don't think you can play Slayer without this node. I think you're dumb as hell if you don't. Bane of Legends cannot take Physical Reflect because we are going Shockwave. We have opted to do pure physical, so we can run basically every map mod on this guy, but he's really bad, so I can't. I can just kind of put in the map and go, because no regen, we don't have a cost with our Cyclones. We can literally run no map, or no regen maps. As long as we can leech, we're fine. No Fizz Reflect, because yeah, that we don't deal elemental damage, so we can do elemental reflect. Headsman, culls enemies 20%, low life, simple stuff. Tree, go down. Master Arena, Bravery, Art of the Gladiator, Destroyer, 2-handed weapons, that's what we're using, staff. We go for Impale and crit, that's essentially all we're going for. We get this node simply for the 10% instant leech, which is actually really big for our survival. Pretty crazy. Small cluster, or we have a couple cluster jewels. Nothing too crazy. Overlord for fortify, and then increased duration of fortify along with increased damage while we're fortified. So that's nice. We have Forbidden Flame and Flesh for Master of Metal, which is not on our tree. Can't look at it, but it is for champion. Whenever I deal a impale, I get increased armor, evasion, physical damage, stuff like that. We get life. I'll show you in a second for that. I will also show POBs of the characters along with whatever Atlas trees I ran this league. Kind of just throw everything in the description. More impale. Impales you inflict last 2 additional hits, so we get a bunch of impales. Where is the cyclone? So we have 105% chance to impale, and then I don't think it shows, but we start out with base 5. We get +2, 7. I think we get another one down here. No, we don't. Either way, impale, for if you don't know, is you hit them for 100 damage. Impale will save 10% of that damage, so the next time you hit them, it'll deal that impale damage. So that 100 damage hit will now be 110, and because it goes up to 7 times, that same 100 damage hit will keep, when I keep hitting them, 100, 100, 100, 100, the impales will keep going up to 7, so we'll actually be doing 170 damage on our hits because the impales last. So it's actually pretty good. Along with precision, gain a flash charge when you crit. We're pretty much crit capped. 91. When we use all of our flash, we are at 100%. Could have sworn my hit chance was at 100, but oopsies. Anyways, more life. Crit multi. Plus rage. Rage on hit. So we have our rage meter here that we can't see quite yet. Another large cluster jewel, pretty simple. We get the 3, so we don't take the one in the back to save points. Martial prowess, more accuracy, attack speed, life leech, increased damage while leeching, because we're permanently leeching via Slayer moment. Yeah, that's just free extra damage. 2 Megalomaniacs with 2 nodes that we really want, mostly sure-footed. Increased crit chance along with chance to deal double damage, which is actually pretty big, so that's 10% chance when we crit, we just deal double damage with the critical strike damage multiplier, which we have like 500%, 475, whatever, close enough. Increased AoE, auras are better, curses, cursed enemies take 6% more damage, and then there's just skewering, more impale chance and effect of a impale. We have more crit multi, aura node, or aura wheel, life, another crit node. We were planning to do another large cluster jewel, but I'm kind of dying a lot and kind of don't need it. We have +1 curse on our chest, along with high critical strike chance on our chest as well, along with minus mana cost, so that makes our cyclone free. We also have curse on hit, and we have mark on hit somewhere, assassin's mark, so increase more critical chance, crit multi, chance to gain power charges. I can do better boots for sure. Would be tailwind, adrenaline, not adrenaline, tailwind, elusive, those boots, onslaught boots as well, increased effect of onslaught, mage blood with onslaught, and yeah, I can definitely make this character better, but kind of just didn't feel it. Yeah. Staff is actually super good as well, so yeah. So we have Flesh and Stone, Sand, Blood and Sand. Pretty much I'm always in Sand stance, but when Big Boss is there, we'll switch to Blood. Gives us more AoE area damage, while mapping we have more AoE effect, along with they take, or I'll take less damage. Precision, of course, crit chance, and accuracy. Because we are pure physical, we do Pride, so more physical damage. Herald of Purity, we actually don't really care for the buff because it doesn't really give us anything. Gives us 12% more phys, which isn't too crazy good, but we do it more for the rings, which give us increased physical damage while affected by Herald of Purity. It does give us a little, 12%, and then the additional 60%, but we're mostly doing it for the physical damage affected by Purity on these rings. Yeah. So we got our beach map, nothing crazy, it's just a blue one, just to kind of plow through the map really quickly. When I first started, oh, we changed the tree. Well, this was my T17 tree I was doing when I was doing for the T17 challenge. Yeah, this tree. But we were doing, originally for League Start, we did incursions with Harvest and Harbinger with the map nodes. Kind of free money, just print out a few temples with literally any of the good nodes, and it's like a divine, so it's free. Currently, we'll probably just run this tree. It'll just this one's for gold farming, but I've modified it to be more killing boss. Final map boss gives us the different maps. Yeah. And then shrines to put more monsters into the map easier. With this league, settlers, they drop gold, so we can then use our gold to do the stuff in Kingsmarch. So more enemies in the map gives us more gold drops. This is the first league I'm using the Necro mechanic. I have to say it's so brain dead, but it is nice with the movement speed and the max res. I mostly use it for the movement speed, but yeah. And then our other tree we've been running, Delirium. Delirium strong boxes, trying to get more self-farm Delirium orbs, because holy shit, I cannot buy those. They are so expensive and so trash. Let's see. The whole reason actually why I even bothered with doing all the challenges, because when I made my other character, the Pure Spectre character, at some point I just looked that through. Like, I was like, yeah, I wanted to get 24 challenges, and then I noticed when I was approaching actually 25 that I had the hardest one almost halfway done, grinding your goals. I had the Witnessed one done and the 4 modifiers, and then I hadn't started doing map runners yet. I was really slow with upgrading my Kingsmarch. I was just spamming shipments. So the mappers, I didn't even get them ready yet, and it was like, well, that's easy. And then I've been spamming Jungle Valley with cards from Cemetery for, I don't think I can show it. Oh, I can. Essentially more is never enough, because more Scarabs, let's be honest. But yeah. So I just realized, wow, I have this, or, you know, I have 20, 30 tier 17 maps, and it's like, well, I can get those done really quickly with the new character. And then a lot of the other ones I just paid off. This one I I was actually able to do one of these by myself. I did Searing Exarch and Eater of Worlds by myself, and then I just paid for the Maven and the Cortex one, because I hadn't fought those before. So, yeah. Tier 17 with 250 quant. I literally put every single quant node, or explicit modifier node on the map, made it easy as possible, and just ran to the boss and killed it. Didn't really try anything else. And same with these, the special encounters. Surprisingly, the Black Knight one was the easiest one. He did one without laser, so that was easy, and then dodging the rocks, that was easy, and then the Admiral one, I ended up completing quickly, because I kept getting those because I kept doing shipments, and then actually trying to get the map one wasn't that hard either. So it was really just a lot of these. Well, this one was another hard one, literally hard one, quote unquote. Buy all the cheapest orbs, but literally all the it was essentially just, I had a lot of these challenges done, so it was like I was just playing and just got a lot of them done myself, and it was crazy. The only thing that was, one of them was funny. I read the thing wrong, and I thought I needed way more than what was needed on here. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. So I thought I needed to do like all of them, and actually didn't. Really? I can't find it. Oh? Oh. Oh, it was this one. I thought it was complete all four, and I'm like, bro, what the hell? How are you supposed to do this? And we ended up, because we're doing Nico stuff all the time, just rushing to Delve 400. I never really touched Delve. I never exactly liked going down, but then, I don't know, I just never liked them in general. We actually got super lucky with our betrayal bosses. I got 3 Veldorbs in 5 runs, and I know people were having troubles with it all league, so it was crazy. But yeah, kinda just wrap this up. Little showcase along with the little bit with Slayer. But yeah, essentially we just spin towards enemies. GG. Yeah, you can see the problem. Kill one at a time. Character isn't actually like super bad. It's just I built them pretty poorly. Oh, why all the porcupines? It's unfortunate.
An orb of immense power.
We need more of this exile.
POBs I will have in the description are pretty light. I feel like I don't want to click a lot of the things, even though I do have them. But like, you know, POB warrior moment. Like, I don't want to oversell a build or whatever, so I tend to undermine them. But yeah, this is like the Settlers mechanic right here. Random ore deposit, and gives us some of the ore and gold when you upgrade the thing. I kind of wish they did a little bit more, but I know they're working on PoE 2. I'm excited about that, but yeah.
An orb of immense power.
Yeah, but this character is really actually pretty strong. It's just not very durable. Because I was originally afraid to do some of the feared and whatever. I ended up doing the formed all by myself. And I usually buy a couple of them because I just don't like them. Why are you spawning those? Crazy. And then it's basically the map. Swap it over and so yeah, it's the quick slayer. Nice. And then we have our other character, Pure Spectres. Funny enough, I just updated POB, and for the entirety of the league, and a bit before, you couldn't add the Wretched Defilers on the POBs. So it was like, bro, how do I calculate damage or anything? And they added it, or I updated it today and they added it. But Spectre character, very vast difference, as you can tell. Level 99 versus 84. With experience, I'm not dying permanently. Character solidly tanky because our broken ash shield civilian. Non-PoE players, sure, we are losing maximum block chance, but block chance is lucky. As we can see, lucky things are rolled twice and the best outcome is resulted. So even though we have 68% block, I mean, essentially, you know, flipping a coin, you know, heads or tails. You know, heads it hits me, tails it doesn't. It rolls a heads once, and then, oh man, you roll again, it's tails, doesn't actually hit me. Do that for every single hit in the game. Kind of crazy, but it's actually more 70%, so that's crazy. A little bit of extra max reses for once, 80, pretty solid. We have 95% reduced crit multi on us, so if they crits, it won't do crazy amount, let alone it even hits us. We have ward from our belt with gain ward. Instead of armor invasion from body armor, we have 2k of each, so that's 4k, and that's actually quite a lot. Sorry about that. A little bit of okay-ish life regen. We get leech. None of these are really crazy. We don't gain any endurance. We don't really gain any charges. We're running pretty much only defensive auras. 2 of our specters provide auras towards us. We have the, let me double check what they're called real quick. We have the Perfect Blasphemer, the Perfect Guardian Turtle, and the Perfect Spirit of Fortune. So the Guardian Turtle, he gives us Determination Aura, and he's supposed to give us something else that makes us immune to damage for a few seconds. I'm not too sure when he casts that or whatever, but I haven't noticed him casting it, but I do feel better with him here. Also, he's a turtle, cute. Our little totem here, he gives us the ability for your lightning damage is lucky, so lightning damages are rolled again. Wretched Defilers are lightning damage, so that's even crazier. The Wrath aura he provides is actually level 30, so let me pull this up super quick. Wrath aura. Boom. A level 20 gives us 16 to 248, while level 30 gives 31 to 490. So he gives a really big lightning aura, along with the other perfect, what was it, Blasphemer? He spams a bunch of words. He spams a bunch of different curses that are not affected by curse limit. He just slaps them on top of ours, so that's really good. He also does a smite, which is about screen wide in radius. The rest of them are a little bit under screen wide, but that's fine because we have it paired up with meat shield support, so they come towards us. But his smite, same thing, it's level 30. A level 20 smite is 12 to 220, while a level 30 is 25 to 479. So he gives a crazy buff towards our lightning damage. Gear is pretty crazy. It can obviously be way better. This minion, 39% minion roll actually on it is so low, but trying to go higher is pretty hard, so we'll take what we can get. Pretty much everything is because of this Wraith Lord. +4 on the helmet because the ghastly jewels, and then we have +1 from the tree death attunement, along with +3 for Ray Spectre in our chest, along with level 21 gem. Yeah, sorry. We just have a lot of modifiers to boost up the level, so yeah. +2 all minion gems, +2 here, so 2, 4, +3, so that's 7. And then evidently 2 more. Oh yeah, 2 more here. So that's +9. So they are really high leveled. Even our support ones down here are level 30. So high levels, really great. We went over our shield a little bit. Forgot to go over the gems. Jewels are all pretty good. Flat rolls could be better, but really it was just the attack and cast speed along with damage on them. So yeah, I think the icing on the cake for this shield is the trigger socketed spells. It's crazy. Don't know why they even added that. They doesn't even need it. I mean, Luck Chances Lucky is literally the only line that is needed. We're running Purity of Elements just to be ailment immune. Grace, Tempest Shield. We're running Grace because we get Determination. And then we also have Complication on Automate, so they keep popping out on us and you can just turn it off when we don't need to. We have Bone Offering on our trigger socketed spells wand, and so we can give ourselves and our minions as well, which is a good partial reason as well to do it, to give them spell block and or spell and attack block. We start our Necromancer, Commander of Darkness, elemental resistances, damage, and attack speed. Per attack and cast speed are for per aura, so I could squeeze more auras, I can squeeze more attack, but I don't have any sockets. Offerings are affected by us, and then we also are. We normally don't, and then they're a little reduced on us, but that's fine. This note is so fucking bad. I looked at it, and like literally this note here is the exact same thing, no better. So it's more of a pathway node to Bone Barrier. We get increased physical reduction per minion. We have quite a few minions. We have 9. And then damage is leached as life when our minions deal damage, which you will see soon is crazy. And they also gain a bunch of energy shield. Yeah. We go up this way and quickly get an elegant hubris, mostly for the supreme Oceantation, just to ignore attribute requirements. We have no attributes. We are too stupid. We are not strong or able to walk, I guess, but we are able to put everything in our gear. Oh, I was going over the gear, and then I just stopped. Huh. Ray Spectre, Awaken Controlled Destruction, Awaken Minion Damage, Spell Echo, Pierce, Returning Projectiles. I'm pretty sure you don't even need Awaken Spell Echo, but yes. This one, they re-added the Calandra rings and got super lucky and found one with what I needed. I was mostly just going for all the minion nodes, speed, attack speed, damage, and it conveniently had increased rarity because rarity affects gold drops. So crazy, I found it. It was super cheap. And then same thing here, life, minion damage, minion attack speed, damage, really great. Ward gloves and ward boots. Ward boots have the max res, which is the it's paired up with the all rise specter. Jeez, I'm kind of losing it. It's fine. Yeah. Elegant Hubris though gives us this, along with we went with Chaos Resistance one, boosts up our Chaos Resistance enough to be good, and then an 80% minion damage node. I could go for another one, but kind of all the spots suck, because I would need another 3 points, another 3 points, another 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. I kind of can't afford those, and like the point wise, but it would be good upgrade. We go up here to get an impossible escape to get more block all the way down here. Boom, +3 max attack block chance. Pairs it up with our spell block chance cap that we also raise a little bit, that I should go eventually. With every strength node, we are converting to the 5% reduce damage from critical strikes. We are 1 node short, and yeah, it's whatever. It's the intelligence one. I'm tripping, not the strength. Strength one is for the block, which I was doing block chance on. But we get the minions regenerate life, and I regen life. Attack and minion, or the minion attacks, bead also affects me, so I can actually shield charge without it linked to anything. Just have shield charge, pretty great. Safeguard +3% max spell block. Yeah. So when we block, we gain mana and life, so a little bit of regen, along with giving us spell block or energy shield on spell block. So that's nice. Life nodes. We were using skills cost life to kind of help with our mana because we were having mana problems, but I reworked them, and I just haven't moved it because I don't care. Anyways, we got minion wheel, or not minion wheel, aura wheel. Up here we get our death attunement for +1 specters, damage nodes, or minion damage nodes, and then for big cluster jewel here, a lot of minions go for large cluster jewels with the most amount of passives. Large goes from 12 to 8. Usually everybody takes 8 to go for the different nodes, but we don't really care about those. We actually specifically want the attack and cast speed, minion damage, along with the increased effect. So that's usually what you want to go for. So even though it's 10% and 3%, respectively. The 35% increases it up to 13% minion damage, and then we take every node. So that's quite a lot of minion damage and attack speed. And then we have 2 medium cluster jewels with Dread March and Renewal. The minor nodes don't matter because we only get 1, so it's nothing crazy. But Renewal, minions have more regen. They do have, I believe, probably around 5% with all my nodes adding up, so quite a bit of life. But then when they're on full life, they deal double damage, which is the big hitter. Dread March gives them movement speed, life, and physical reduction along with chaos. We mostly do it for the movement speed, and pretty solid. More pretty good, or solid, eye jewels. This one can be definitely changed. We went for the avoid chance being shocked, because I was thinking of using Shroud Walker, but surprise surprise, I couldn't fit it in. I don't have enough jewel sockets everywhere. Also going over spell block chance gives us the mana regen. That's a pretty big node. Going back down, we're getting more of these nodes that are really good. Yeah, for a few points we get a bunch of damage. 2 points for 36% damage, pretty good. We get a Light of Meaning with chaos resistance added to every point, so normally these points are just this, and then when they're in the circle they give us the 4% chaos res, so it gives us quite a bit of chaos resistance, including the large nodes, so it's really good. We get 30% reduced extra crits here, along with another 20, so it's 50% for just these 4 nodes. So that's really good, and then we put the rest to get to 95, so crits basically do nothing to us. We get another large cluster jewel here with Feasting Fiends, Renewal, and Call of the Slaughter, which we don't take Call of the Slaughter because we aren't caught summoning our minions, so it's more of a placeholder to keep these 2 up front, because if you only have these 2, one of them is still in the back. I believe it's the middle one. Nope, it's the top one. Interesting. But minions leech 0.4% of their damage as life, which is more than enough, and they are clearing the screen, so you'll be seeing that momentarily. But they have leech for themselves, and then the damage they're dealing is also leeching me. Really good. Yeah. Fortress Covenant, very strong node, or not node, jewel for minion builds. Normally you would put it in here, or put it in the jewel, and then the notables would have increased minion damage taken. But because they're in a cluster jewel, they don't actually work, so you just get all the benefits. So you just get 40% increased damage and the block chance. So I'm very surprised they never changed this, but whatever. We get the block cluster here, +1 all max reses. We get a Thread of Hope, reduces our resistances, but we are over him. We get another 2 here, +1, so that's the 3 that we have in general. So that's for all of them to be +3. And then we have the +3 fire from our boots. We get a life node here because we're kind of not very healthy. Constitution. Again, this was when we were having really big mana problems. We aren't really having a lot of mana problems anymore once I started taking these 2 nodes, so I may or may not change them. I kind of don't care, so yeah. Another pretty easy beach map. All these extra jewels on the side are ones that I were planning on adding. I was originally using an Unending Hunger, but then I kind of realized, well, it activates on kill, boom. And once I'm killing things, I'm already killing them really good, so the extra attack speed isn't really needed. And the only time it would be good is on bosses, and usually it won't activate on the boss, and I would need to get it before the boss, stack a little, and then enter the boss. So kind of not bothered with it. Along with I needed room for the impossible escape, so is what it is. Other of these, Frost Bomb, that's mostly just for the bosses with regen, because they're stinky. Sigil of Power, you can actually cast it, and then I actually can't go up the stages very well, so I just put it down to get the base, increased damage. Yeah. Flame Wall, this is actually a really good skill to have, because I can just place the wall down, and they will shoot their projectiles through the wall, and it will super increase damage, but it will burn your frame, so that's why I don't have it equipped. I would have actually had it in here instead of the Galvanic Field. I've just been using that to just have shock, have a good high chance of shock. We do have the Tempest Shields. When I block, they should be getting shocked anyways, so. Flesh Offering, I was dabbling with this, but it's kind of there, kind of don't use it because I'd rather have the block. Zeltree, when I'm not doing really hardy content, so like probably right now, I swap Grace out with Zeltree. Frostblink, in case I actually need it, I can just socket it in. Discipline, I was using it, but that shit sucks, but whatever. Frost Shield, that is what I was originally using. I was originally doing Frost Shield, Flame Wall, Conductivity. Conductivity giving us the minus lightning res for our defilers. So, yeah. So, we're able to dash around really quickly. And then our other Sniper's Mark when we're not getting hit or whatever, Conductivity. Can throw it on the biggest enemy, and when a projectile hits them, it will split into 2 additional projectiles and go towards other targets. So, yeah. Other versions of this build usually use a Doriani's prototype to reduce the lightning resistance. I'm not, so the Conductivity is actually a bigger DPS than the Sniper's Mark, but I feel this is better because we also have the +1 on our chest, +1 maximum specters. So, yes. Our flasks, I don't think I went over them on my last character, but they kind of suck. Bleeding immunity. This one's more for phasing. I do have a Quicksilver that I do, but I kind of don't need the movement speed, as weird as that sounds. So, Progenesis dropped super hard, so I was able to pick one up for pretty cheap. I have a Iron Flask for board, but mostly for the restore on board use. I was using the gain 2 charges while hit, but we're kind of blocking everything, and I don't believe that works, but I also didn't look. Increase ward during effect, that's a really good one. Could definitely re-roll the flask, but I haven't bothered, so oh well. And then Arumi's, just for when I'm not spamming Spirit Offering, it will give us enough for it. Yeah. And for armor, so yep. Quick blast of the beach map and get us 40/40, and yeah. Portals, oh, I completely forgot as well. MTX, Nightfall weapon, got it on sale, Paladin weapon effect. Finisher from this league. I think these Paladin Divine, I think I bought this earlier this league as well, so I've been using that. Or, I don't know. Celestial Shield, Runebind effect, they look really nice. Paladin Gloves, Rune effect, I believe that's the thing behind me. And then Paladin Boots along with Arcane Feats that you can't really see. We have the 2 cats. Portal effect, yeah. Tempest Shield, Celestials. Oh, kind of forgot I had that. Alright, these. Boom. okay, I guess. So. Mostly for the maps, we just zoom as we can. Wretched Defilers also summon these minions when they first enter the map, so yeah. Actually pretty good for boss fights if you leave and then come back, but yeah, you really just run around. They do like a weird sprinkler type of motions, like pew 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 pew, and then they go back pew 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 pew. So pretty crazy. They go super far, as you can see, and then return projectiles. They come back. They pierce a few of them, I think 3, and then come back. So literally, you can just walk around. They get the aura effect from the totem, the wrath aura, and occasionally the guy hits. To be fair, he doesn't hit that much when I have the consecration effect going, so I was thinking about changing that, but quick side area, side area, we'll do that real quick. But you can just shield charge into them with our massive amount of block and just kill them. You can see the frame drops, so it's the small bad thing, but I mean, don't need to see when everything dies, and I block everything, so I think it's fine. Copium. Average Pewee moment. And then grab our ball vessel. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, go back into the map. But yeah, this league was kill monsters, blast through maps, and get the gold. You can do stuff with it. I was pretty much just doing jungle valleys, pretty much exclusively. As you can, I showed earlier with the Scryer. Was running a gold Atlas tree, which just had a bunch of Atlas effects, Scarab, or not Scarabs, Shrine. And yeah, I revamped it so it has Harbingers, because first league I played, first map as well, kind of, yeah, so, going up on the final boss soon.
An orb of immense power.
Yeah, but a build like this made blasting maps super easy, because literally just walk around, pick up loot, they kill everything 3 screens away. So, bittersweet moment incoming. Yeah, do that. Yeah, crazy. And our portal's the same as theirs. Super cool. I believe it auto upgrades, yep. Yeah. Really crazy. Really enjoyed this league. Super fun. Have all of them upgraded.
How goes the adventure?
Everything's upgraded. Pretty solid set of workers that I have everywhere. Not everything's a 10. Few 10s in all the sections, but I'm fine with not having them all 10s, because it's pretty expensive, but they're high enough. What the... oh. Yeah, bunch of 9s here. 7s have extra ones.
Just a little tighter.
We had a stacked crew. I think one of my 10s died, but yeah. Able to run tier 16s. My bricked tier 16 maps we were running. I was essentially just running 8 modded jungle valleys with this tree. So run through jungle valleys, kill the boss at the very end. I found the thorough exploration actually pretty solid. Yeah. Increased tier chance for kind of map returns. No other thing, so we kind of just blast the map pretty quickly. Shrines, they show up. The things that slow it down are the Harbingers, but I'm content with that because I like the mechanic. Kill a boss very last at the end of the map, because it's Jungle Valley. The shrines or the altars are actually never to have a win the boss effect. If I run back to my map super quick, when you click on the shrines or the altars, not bad, there's the different effect. Eldritch minions gain, player gains, boss gains, but for specifically Jungle Valley and like 1 or 2 other maps, they do not actually have that because the boss actually isn't in the map. So you can stack good modifiers, which pretty much they're always the Eldritch minion gains. And yeah, I'll be posting POBs and Atlas trees for the characters if anybody cares. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time with Settlers League. I'll probably be playing a bit more. PoE 2 hype incoming. I obviously have a enough MTX to get the free access, but I might still buy a supporter pack still. And yeah, Settlers League, really good stuff. I'm trying for an Onigoroshi still because I don't know why. Oh, let me show you the MTX on this loser. Doesn't really have any. He's got the hat. I think that's pretty much it. Been noticing the load time's been really long recently, but yeah. But come on. Ugh. There we are. Yeah. Random variation and the hat. Shockwave. MTX and the saw blade. I have 2 other crap ones, and then I don't have anything else, so. Thanks for watching. See you around.